Do you think Alexis and Justin are better off as friends?
No.
You were definitive about that, weren't
Didn't she say if she doesn't give the right answer, Justin's going to be stalking her?
you? I have no
So
clue.
she moved this man from husband to friend to stalker.
Lord have mercy. Welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today we're going to be talking about Lifetime Network's reality-based TV series Married at First Sight, season number 15, episode number 16.
But before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe. Please click that notification button so you know when we upload new videos, and we appreciate and thank you for your support. So let's talk about Miss Alexis
And Mr.
and
Justin.
Mr. Justin.
Mm.
I think they should pack right now and just keep it moving.
Roll out. Roll out. Early. The episode starts with, I don't know how to describe this, but Justin is on the couch, I guess, in their apartment, I guess, confiscating Newton's food.
Yeah, it looked like he was crunching on some of them and then giving it back to Newton. Alexis was opposed to that situation. You know how people treat their animals like if they're humans.
Family members, yeah.
So who wants someone to chew something and give it back? That's for grandma and the chocolate covered peanuts.
That's nasty. That's
That she
nasty.
suck all the
That's
chocolate
nasty.
off of and then put it in that crystal tray.
That's nasty.
She offers if you want
That's so
some nuts,
nasty.
and
Peanuts.
you gotta realize that those nuts that you're getting ready to crunch on were covered with chocolate.
That is all kinds of gross. But anyway, the episode then kind of turns to, their focus on decision day, and heading into it, Dr. Pepper and Pastor Calvin asked each couple to reach out to people that are important in their lives for one last conversation, offering maybe some good advice heading into decision.
And Alexis reached out to her mother,
Yep.
Lily,
Lily,
I believe, and I think that was the wrong decision because Lily is the person who raised her and may be part of the problem of how she rolls and how she doesn't like to be vulnerable and open herself to love. So I think Lily was not the person to call, although Lily is her mom.
And speaking of moms, Justin reached out to his mom, Sharon,
Yeah.
and said, "Mom, we got to talk heading into decision day. I'm, kind of unsure about some things." And Mom was basically running it back to him by saying, "Hey, look, you're getting in your head, right?
Right.
You're in your head."
Because she knows he has a tendency to do that.
Right, right. And, I think she's trying to ease, him as best she can heading into decision day because she knows how he can just go left and continue to go left.
Their intimacy life together is not going the way it should go, and that he is having some issues initiating.
Right. So Mom just kind of drops it on him, said, "Son, you gotta come on and get freaky deaky with the situation, right?"
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then he said he is not that kind of dude. He does not want to do that.
Right.
So clearly he's going to end up alone.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do know that he has an issue with that. And meanwhile, Alexis is talking to Mom Lily and basically conveying to her that, hey, look, as it relates to that part of it and where we are with our relationship, Justin and I are struggling with training wheels on in the process.
Yeah. And the mom told her that she's got to think stuff through, that marriage is special and important, and it's important for her to make the right decision.
And Justin also realized that he's got a whole lot to think about heading into decision day.
Right.
For sure.
So the couples go on a event, all of them, and they went go-kart racing, and it looked like a lot of fun. And eventually they all circled up to talk about what's going on in their relationship.
Yeah, and Justin says that he is really acknowledging to the group that he has been at times in this process in his own head, and that's been a problem because he's gotten in his own way.
Right, and Alexis is saying that that's what she's been telling him since their relationship started,
Right,
and at this point, she's not feeling him at all.
right, and I think that he maybe didn't get that memo.
So Justin takes Alexis out to dinner. This is their final date.
Yep.
And he has sunflowers waiting on her because her favorite flower is sunflower. And he has a beautiful, huge bouquet, and she's happy when she sees it.
Absolutely.
So they sit down and they're talking about the decision that they're both gonna make
Yeah.
at this point.
And Justin says that he is, you know, he gets stuck in his own head and it gets in the way, but at the same time, he's scared.
Alexis believes that at this point he's just giving her lip service.
Yeah, I think she's a little skeptical
And
about.
she's skeptical about what he's saying because
Absolutely.
it seemed like he's now acknowledging they've been through this process, and he's now acknowledging stuff that she has been telling him all along. She still has a problem with vulnerability.
Yeah,
She was halfway in and halfway out, hence the reason she can go to the club every week and don't think nothing about it. Wants his wife to be feeling her and to be attracted to him, but their sex life is not where it should be.
Right.
And he said that he would like her to initiate stuff sometimes, and
Okay.
she seemed like she wanted to say no, that's not her thing.
Right,
She
she
wants
wants
to
to
be
be
dominated,
dominated, right.
as she said last week.
Right. Right.
And they're talking, and she says, "Oh, I need to create a safe space for
Okay,
you,"
okay.
and then she drops the hammer on him.
Yeah.
You know, like she's playing games. She said, "Maybe we are better off as friends."
Yeah, she thinks he's a great person, he being her husband, Justin, but maybe we're better off as friends.
Right.
They already been married.
Well, regardless if they're married or not, she is sort of like shadowing what is going to come.
Yeah, that she's planning on
What she's
without
planning
without
to
admitting
do.
to it.
And she's
Revealing
planning
it.
to do this because she is now confessing that she has not been all the way in. And she complains that he has been all in his head.
Mm-hmm.
But she has done basically the same thing on her side as well.
Yeah.
So there's
And she-
no way this was going to work.
But the irony in all that is that, you know, when they were talking in the bed, she says that decision day is a big day, and she, being Alexis, wants things to work out.
Then she says if she doesn't make the right decision, she has a feeling that Justin is going to stalk her. And
What?
this lady is something else. So he moves from
SMH, y'all. SMH.
he moves from the husband to a friend to a stalker,
Yeah, that's a hell of-
all in one conversation.
That's a hell of a progression, ain't it? Huh?
Amazing.
Yeah, and I bet he was like scratching his noggin too.
Amazing how that works out. And then we see them in bed and they're talking about the decision. And she admits that she has not been all in,
Yep.
and that she too has had her doubts, and she doesn't know what she's gonna say. And then she says that she does know what she's gonna say.
She hopes that they'll make it.
She hopes that they will make it.
Justin knows what I think he is going to do on decision day.
Well, he was clear about what he was going to do.
Yeah.
And he admitted that last week he was impulsive and
Yes.
said that, hey, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk away, because based on the conversation he had with Nate.
Right.
But now he's ready, actually prepared to make a decision. And he could clearly see at this point that she's out.
Yeah, I think she's.
There's no missing that anymore.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. But she also says something that kind of, at least I took it the way of, kind of confirming what you just said. Alexis said something that I think confirms what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
She mentioned that she doesn't want to hurt herself with the decision that she's going to make. heading into decision day. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Aren't you supposed to be thinking of not yourself, but also, but your spouse and all, and you two together first?
Well, in that instance,
I'm just
I could
asking.
see she needs to think about herself as well. I mean, self-preservation is fine, but she has not fully understood the assignment. She came on a show, Married at First Sight,
Yes.
and an 8 week period to get to know your husband.
Right.
But what she has done is get involved in someone else's marriage. She pretended to be a wise sage, and she wasn't. And I just find it remarkable that at the end of it, she is now admitting that, hey, I haven't been fully in and I'm ready to bounce. But every decision that she has made so far indicated where she was and that she couldn't fool everyone all at the same time. Fool Justin, fool us who watching her, and fool herself.
You think? Yeah, yeah. That's the biggest one right there. But I think she's been kind of getting in other people's business as a distraction
Of course.
because she didn't want to actually confront that part of her own relationship. She may have had an idea wanted to do,
Of course.
to reveal that part of it.
Justin is not ready for a full blown marriage either.
No, I
He's
think
not.
he's got some work to do as well.
Yeah, both of
But
them do.
do you think that that he honestly was going to base his whole, marriage on him giving up his dog Maya and expecting that that would be enough to be, you know,
I think he used that as a tool. He is accustomed to maybe manipulating people with
okay.
his feelings. That's why he was crying all the time.
Well,
Because someone will get attention if a man starts crying. You either go to console them or say, let me get away from this punk.
hey, but you know what though? He cooled that out though.
You know what I
He
mean?
cooled that out and
Be, because he wasn't getting that attention, and
right.
he understood that
Okay.
the
So
public is
I got to do something
watching.
else, man.
He got to do something else.
Okay. All right. All right.
So he used that to try to hold her in place, but it didn't work. I think he used Meyer and the situation to lock her in, and it didn't work,
No, I don't think
and
it
it
would be.
wasn't supposed to work.
Right. Yeah, I think he just wanted to show her and prove to her that, hey, look, um, he had in his own mind his priorities straight, and he was willing to give up, his, lifelong friend and all that with his dog and all, family member and all that.
But did he really prove that though? So that's all we have. We'd like to thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. We appreciate your time. Please click that notification button. And if you have any comments on what we said, we too would like to hear from you. So we're grateful and thankful that you will send us back your comments. Have a good one. Be blessed.
And no stress. Be blessed and no stress.